Mark your calendar, Saturday, June 4th, the Desert Sands Educational Foundation's Royale Sands Gala at the Renaissance Esmeralda Indian Wells. Join us as we raise funds to provide much-needed supplementary financial support for Desert Sands Unified School District schools. Proceeds will fund STEAM education, that's science, technology, engineering, arts, and math, for students in the Desert Sands Unified School District. It's sure to be an extraordinary event. Sign up today at foundation.dsusd.us.
Well, good morning. My name is Sean Webb. I'm your Director of Community Engagement in the Foundation, and you're watching Classroom Conversations. We are the community engagement show for Desert Sands that engages everything great going on, as well as shares about our community and staff. Exciting show today. I'm trying to get our technology all kind of set up here. You can see that I'm having some issues with sound. Sorry, Mary. You're probably laughing in the background there. But just getting set up here. But no, we are the community engagement that engages everybody in the district, talk about everything fantastic in the Coachella Valley, as well as highlight our students. But let me go ahead and share a little bit more about the Desert Sands Educational Foundation. The Desert Sands Educational Foundation secures funding and awards money to provide supplemental resources that enrich and enhance student learning in Desert Sands Unified School District and their vision statement. In partnership with public and private sectors, Desert Sands Educational Foundation financially supports creative and innovative programs that enrich and enhance the educational experience that engage all students and staff in DSUSD. So let me go ahead and continue on here, bring on the real star of the show, our very own Chef Mary. We'll do that in a second after we have our sponsors here. I want to make sure to highlight them. Obviously, Desert Sands Unified School District. I want to say thank you to you guys. The foundation, you heard their mission statement. You heard their vision statement. I worked with the foundation staff where we wrote a grant with the City of Indio that allows us to be here. And also City of Indio, thank you for your community partnership. Prep Sports Weekly, Kevin Pillow, you're a true friend of education. Thank you for being our announcer for our halftime show during the football season. And also Craig Campbell at CoachellaValley.com, true friend of education, true friend of the Coachella Valley, and wanting to get the word out. But all right, enough for me. Let's go ahead and bring on Chef Mary. Good morning, Chef Mary. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing well. It's a beautiful day in San Diego. I think it's like in the 60s. And I'm sure you're nice and warm in the desert right now.
Oh, it is definitely warm in the desert. I'll tell you, this weekend we spent a lot of time in the pool. Definitely was exciting out there. But no, it's also a little windy here in the desert, too.
Yeah, nothing here. So it's a little breezy here this morning, overcast. Of course, we have that morning gloom that hangs around till about 10:30 or 11. Then the sun comes out. So, it's the end of May. We may have sunshine and we may not. So who knows?
Yeah, very true. Very true. So with it being the end of May, I got some exciting dates to share with you. I've got the graduation schedule for all of Desert Sands here.
Oh my gosh.
With that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and read them off, and later in the week as they come in forward, we'll have them displayed on our screen. But I just got this morning. Amistad High School is Tuesday, May 24th. That's coming up. That's actually at Fantasy Springs Casino. So they have a great partnership with Fantasy Springs. So they have an indoor graduation. Horizon School, that's located, that's in my backyard of my house, basically. But Horizon School is having their graduation at 4:30 on Wednesday, May 25th. And that's going to be at Indio High School. And right after that, Mary, it's pretty cool. Summit High School has their graduation also at Indio High School. So, and then we'll continue on Thursday, May 26th. Our friends over at Shadow Hills High School has their graduation at their stadium. Indio High School is Friday, May 27th. So that'll be at Ed White Stadium. And then the following week, our friends over at Palm Desert High School will graduate on May 31st. And then the last graduation of the season will be June 1st with our very own La Quinta High School Blackhawks on June 1st. So very exciting with graduation coming forward.
I know. It's hard to believe the school year is over. It seemed like last school year when we were all at home that it was never going to end. And here we are at the end of the school year, going into 2023.
I agree. This person actually put, hey, it's the end of the school year. They're excited. So are we. But, usually at the end of the school year, things are kind of wrapping up with graduation and so forth. I feel like we're still at full steam with our gala coming up. So you saw the advertisement there, but we are still at full steam. Mary, yesterday was a very, very successful day in gala gathering, I'll say. So I spoke with Acqua Caliente. They're going to be one of our sponsors. They're coming in at $3,000.
Oh, wow.
Pretty awesome. Who else did I speak with yesterday? I was at Heroes and Legends on El Paseo. I didn't even know the store existed. I got to thank my boss for going to them and being at an event where they were there. And I met with Joe and Lauren there. Fantastic couple. They're donating 8 specific James Bond items.
Oh, my gosh.
Get this. I think if my mom were there, she'd be going crazy for it. One of them is an autograph of Sean Connery with his 8x10 back in the day, where, as I've shared with you, that's who I'm named after. Another piece. This is amazing. It's valued at $2,500. They have it right in their front window. It's 6 plates with the 6 different Bond characters over the years.
Oh, my
dating
God.
back to Sean Connery. They got Roger Moore. They got Pierce Brosnan. All of them. A bunch of them, that is. So they got their 6 headshots with plates, and then on a roulette wheel, they signed all around the roulette wheel.
No.
So it's one of one to have all of them signed on there. And they're donating it to us to have as one of our live auction items.
Oh, that is awesome.
So, yeah, you talk about awesome. And they also gave me some great guidance on, as you know, we got those shoes behind me that were given from the BNP. Give me some guidance on how to sell those. And if we don't do well there, he said flat out, put a reserve. And if you don't meet that reserve, because this is what it should get, he'll sell it for us on consignment and get us some good money for the items.
Oh, oh my gosh. What a great connection that was.
Great meeting yesterday at Heroes and Legends. Yeah. But I'll tell you, my afternoon was even better. So you know that we've partnered with the city of Indio a lot. And I wrote a grant with Mr. Rodriguez as well as Dr. Gustafson over at not Shadow Hills. He used to be at Shadow Hills, but with Amistad High School. We wrote this grant for the city of Indio for $1,500. And what they wanted to do is use these for student incentives. And the grant is, we're going to ask for $1,500 to use for student incentives to buy gift cards in the city of Indio for their students.
Oh, that's awesome.
So yesterday we finished off the last portion of the money. We had $600. I picked up 60 different gift cards from 4 different establishments. All of them members. I believe all of them are members of the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce. A couple of them are owned by good friends of ours, being the Chandi Group USA.
Yes.
So I was able to highlight them, help out small business, and also we're going to have our students, get some delicious treats. I'll be the first to say, Mary, us being you being the chef and me liking to cook, it definitely wasn't the healthiest, but these kids, In-N-Out Burger motivates me to do anything.
Listen, sometimes you just have to go do that. I mean, it's like nothing like coming home and you're in a hurry and going through the drive-through and you've got your meal is right in your lap. You're ready to go.
Definitely. As we do, Mary, I want to make sure to highlight everybody that's doing great in our district. Let's see here. This whole month of May. Let's see here. It's May 17th. Let me look at this here. May 17th. This is California School Employee Association Week. So this is CSEA week. This is for all classified staff. As I told you, the month of May, we celebrate the entire district. We celebrate all of our staff. But this week specifically is California School Employee Association week. So congratulations to all of our classified staff. Absolutely fantastic. I know that we highlight the Facebook page later. We've got some shout outs specific to them as well. Jan and Mary do an amazing job with our social media.
Well, John, I've always been an advocate for volunteering and being involved in the community. And I'm sorry that I'm not closer to the desert to be a more active member, but I did become a member of the Women's Club of Vista. And they do a lot here locally with the schools because they have a very large school district, much like you do. Schools are smaller, but a lot of schools. Okay. So on Wednesday, we're having an event at this place called Alta Vista Gardens, which is just incredible. It's like in the middle of the city, and you feel like you're in the middle of a garden area, like out of the country. So they are giving away scholarships to high school students. And so they've invited them to come over for an afternoon party with appetizers, and we'll present all kinds of awards and things to these students.
It sounds very familiar to groups that we have I know our schools work with, Women's Leadership Forum, Ophelia Group, those types of organizations. So I love, Mary, that, I think since I've met you, you've probably retired 6 times. And I love with each new retirement, you find new things to do. I just hope that I could, in some way, be able to retire like Mary and just jump into something great each and new time.
Well, the crazy thing that, the arena, our season ends on Thursday, and there's just a handful of things, that's
Right.
going to happen. And so everybody is basically, off the grid until probably about September.
Okay.
So I kept thinking, like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What can I do? And I thought, oh, maybe I'll throw myself back into a temp agency.
Oh,
And they have apparently over here, there's an opportunity you can take last minute calls. So if they're looking for somebody last minute,
okay.
and you can kind of bid up what you want to be paid. And I talked to somebody.
Chef Mary, the free agent looking for top dollar. I love it. I love it.
I know.
Dr. Wilson may be calling you. He's always looking for you to come back. He's told me that.
Oh my gosh. I was just kind of crazy. I thought, oh my gosh, this is insane that I'm doing this. But I thought this would be kind of fun. You kind of pick and choose what you want to do. I mean, that's why I went to the desert and started working with Scott and those guys, because I could work when I wanted to, and then it evolved. You know how it just evolves.
Yep.
So,
trust me, I know how it evolves. I ended up doing parties with you. That was
no, that's how we met you and Tim.
Exactly. Hey, why don't we continue on here? I want to highlight some of the great things going on. So I'll still I won't have you on screen, but you'll be able to see. But I got a little sneak peek from our graphic services department and through Mary Perry. I told her I'd keep it small screen, but this is kind of cool. I'll let you see real quick a sneak peek. Oh, let's see. Let me go ahead and remove you from here. But what we have here, Mary, is this is the insert that's going to be in the Desert Sun this Sunday. And what we're doing here, and Mary, what we're doing here with that, it's going to be the Desert Sun. These are all the students that graduated with summa cum laude or higher. And these are the students that will be highlighted in the Desert Sun. So I encourage our families that if you get a chance, let me go ahead and bring this back up on here. Let's see. Yeah, if you get a chance to go ahead and get the Desert Sun on Sunday, these are all the students that wear white, Mary. These are all the students that have worked really hard.
Yes, they have.
Academics are the top of the top, the creme de la creme. These are the ones that work the hardest. And this is for our 4 comprehensive high schools. I got to thank our 4 comprehensive high schools as well as our alternative schools. But I want to thank our graphic services department as well as our communications team, Mary and Jan, working with them to get this done. This is just a fabulous thing that they get to participate with each and every year. And I love to see this section in the newspaper. So to all our families watching, I want to make sure Sunday is the day that it'll be in the Desert Sun. So you want to make sure to look out for that.
Yeah, and kudos to those parents who were there all of those last 12 years,
Definitely.
Behind those students, encouraging them, taking them places, doing things with them. They should get a diploma.
I agree completely. You know what? My daughter's only 2.5, and the amount of driving that we're doing for her, I can't imagine when she's going to be older what it's going to be like.
I know. It's like some of our friends up around here, some of Steve's friends that have 2 or 3 kids. It's like soccer, hockey, baseball, gymnastics, And so when we get together with them, it's like, okay, we can only come for an hour. We have and then it's always on the weekends with tournament. And a lot of these kids are in organizations that are very successful, and they're in finals and championship games and traveling,
Most definitely.
Quite a bit.
Let me go ahead and bring up our Facebook page, highlight what we're doing here. So as I shared, Desert Sands did this great staff picture here for Happy Classified School Employee Week. Thank you very much. Mary, there's amazing things you can learn on our Facebook page. Did you know that we have over 5,152 people that follow Desert Sands? So anytime that Jan posts something, boom, it goes to 5,000 plus people in their phones. Yeah, pretty impressive there. But moving on here, this is a really cool thing that's going on. You know how we are, you know how I am, and how athletics that we are very tight with leadership Coachella Valley. Kristen Wood, Mama Wood, our LCAP coordinator, she is now part of the class. And as you know, each of the classes work together to provide something as a benefit to the community. And what this year's class is doing, and what Mrs. Wood's doing, and we're highlighting it on Desert Sands, is we're doing it's called Oh Baby. It's an Oh Baby drive for everything needs for a child. And especially right now with the formula shortages,
that's
we are accepting those. There's 7 different donations. throughout the district. I'm sorry, not throughout the district, but throughout Coachella Valley, as well as the district office being one of the recipients. We are going to accept anything that are needed for children, and we're going to donate it to the Galilee Center. Now, Mary, ask the next question. What is the Galilee? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, very well. I was going to get an answer.
Thank you. The Galilee Center is an amazing organization that's located in Mecca. And a lot of times what they do is provide basic needs like showers for our migrant workers that move from place to place throughout the state, as well as throughout the, I would say between here and Mexico that are working to work on our fields and so forth. But they have an amazing center there. It started up with a couple of ladies that I want to say they came and broke off from Martha's Kitchen. They worked there initially, and then they started out in Mecca with the Galilee Center. So they have a thrift store. They have, like I said, an amazing shower facility for our families that are in the migrant working fields and so forth, that supplies, as well as they give out to families. So this is where they're partnering. You can actually scan that QR code there, right there, go straight to GalileeCenter.org/give, and you can give directly to them too. But this has been fantastic. Like you guys saw the advertisement for our gala before. You got to thank Peter Doughton, KESQ. He's actually in this year's leadership class with Kristen. So Kristen has direct connect to Peter and so forth. But he filmed a commercial for them. And that's, I want to say neck and neck. You see our commercial for the gala, then you see the giving to the Galilee Center. So it's kind of cool to see all that.
Yeah. And, you know, I think it's really critical. When I lived in Little Italy, we were part of an organization who we just collected small bottles of like the toothpaste and soaps and the small soaps, and we put them in like Ziploc baggies with,
of course,
with, you know, wipes, because a lot of times they don't have the ability to carry a big bottle of shampoo or a big thing of towels or whatever. But if you can, like, you know, brush your teeth, wipe your face off, do a little shower here or there, it makes a difference, you know, when you get up and you start off with a clean face and clean hands. And so those little teeny tiny things that we sort of collect around are invaluable.
Oh, definitely. So, you know, one of the things I want to do is tonight's a school board meeting. I want to challenge our community that is coming to the school board meeting. As you enter the boardroom, you'll see this box right outside the door. Please bring us some socks, bring a package of diapers. A package of formula will go a long way right now.
Exactly.
Especially what I've seen in news and so forth of what's going on with that. We have friends that have an infant at home. She was born in January, and we flat out told them, hey, what's the formula you use? And we will go ahead out. When we see it, we'll get you one, because it's definitely needed. They told us the other day they had to go to 3 different stores to find me the formula that they have for their child. It's definitely an interesting time. I'll tell you, you know, when the pandemic started and everybody was, you know, it was running out of toilet paper.
Yeah.
We had some amazing families that knew that Tara and I had Brooklyn at home, and they sent us wipes in the mail.
Oh, yeah.
They literally sent us wipes because they knew we didn't have an issue. We didn't make a call out for it, but they just knew that you're a family. We know that you need these things for your daughter. So I got to thank our community members, and I want to thank our community members tonight, as well as the ones that are going to donate to this. It's going to be something special.
Yeah, and I mean, this is a time when you have to just step up to the bar and dig into your pockets and go to the grocery store and pay forward to someone.
You know what? I agree with it completely. A lot of times we have our goldfish bowl competitions. A lot of times the theme is paying it forward. This is an example of paying it forward that we can do here easily in the community. You know what? Thank you very much, AC. You watch our episodes a lot, and you're saying excellent work. As I was talking about this, this is amazing work that's being done by Leadership Coachella Valley this year. And I got to highlight our own Mama Wood, who's part of that, our LCAP coordinator. She does an outstanding job with getting the word out. As you know, she does an amazing job with that.
Well, you know what's interesting? I've normally only been, you know, with you in the educational system, so I've been sort of away from the people and the women's clubs and those organizations that do the smaller things that are big.
Thank you.
And we were involved in one
allowing us to present on your platform.
Sorry, I've got a
warning over here.
something going in the background here, Mary. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
So they started collecting things and put them in brown paper bags and distributed them. And I think we did 50 or 60 bags of miscellaneous soaps and little toys and games and whatever to take around to the moms who were at home with toddlers, during COVID. And you look at these organizations. I mean, I almost think we should bring one of them on and find out just what they do that we don't know that they do.
Are you giving me homework, Mary? I think you're giving me homework
I
to look
know.
for our summer episodes. Is that what we're doing here? I like it. I like where you're going with this.
I mean, I'm just kind of amazed, like what they there's little tidbits in the paper about them, and then they have organizations like our club here only has like maybe 12 ladies that are actually active, and most of them have been in the club since day one, and so they're elderly ladies that come for social hour.
Okay.
But the things that these organizations do that we don't know about, that somebody could help them,
Right.
because they're gathering things. There are 12 ladies gathering things and picking up things. So I think we should talk to these groups, find out what they do and how they do it, and
so I'm gonna put it out to the people who watch this. If you want the community to know more about your organization, contact us, reach out. You know how to do it. You can reach out to me very easily on Facebook, social media, whatever you name it. My contact information I'll put up here in a second. But pretty simple. If you want us to know more about your organization, reach out to us and we will highlight you. We've done that a couple of times, Mary. I love it. I'll put this on the ticker here. But yeah, email me direct or contact me at Desert Weber. If you want to be highlighted on here, please let us know. We just, what was it? 2 weeks ago, we had the Rancho Mirage Learning Center, the Children's Discovery Center. It doesn't, please let us know. We're here for you guys. So Mary, that was a nice little segue for us to kind of share about that.
Yeah, because I think it's really important. They're kind of these unsung heroes. And people just think, the little women's club, it's teas and whatever. But I found out the first round that it was far beyond that. It was a bunch of dedicated ladies that just made a difference.
Definitely. Most definitely. So Mary, I want to highlight Saturday. So this is me Saturday. You shouldn't hear the voice, the noise in the background, but this is me Saturday. I went live from Indio High School. As you know, at Indio High School, we sponsored the job fair that took place that day, and that we called it a careers futures fair for all of our students at Desert Sands as well as the community. This was first thing as we started because I wanted to highlight all the businesses that were there and so forth. Let me see if I can speed this up a little bit so we can see some of the businesses as I walk throughout the room. But it was fantastic that like this is the Hyatt. They were there looking for people and they had a wheel there. That's Katie Brown from the Hyatt. It was fantastic to speak with her and hear about everything that they had opportunities-wise at the Hyatt. There's Emily from the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce, who's behind us. I'm actually speaking with the Chandi group there to learn about what they have at their organization, talking to Visit Palm Springs. My point being is we had over 15 different businesses that were participating in the Futures Fair. One of them, like the people I'm talking to right there, that's Walmart Regional. They're looking to hire for everybody at Walmart, all over their different stores throughout the Coachella Valley. Mary, I had no clue this happens. They pay for your education. They'll pay for your bachelor's degree.
There was just a news brief about, I guess Walmart is doing something with high school students to push them through the system.
Okay.
To get them into the organization and then the training and whatever, and to move everybody up into management. And the salaries were way up there.
Well, they were advertising. You start off full-time pay $17.50 an hour, which I think is very good money. $17.50 an hour, and then you can make up to $20 an hour. And then if you become full-time invested, they'll go ahead and put you through college. Get your bachelor's degree and everything. I'll tell you, as I shared while I was talking about it here. Having no college loans is fantastic. I'm still paying on mine, very well worth it and so forth. But if I didn't have to pay that, that small car payment every month, that could be very, very useful. But no, to get your education paid for is just fantastic. Exactly. This is an individual from the Living Desert. So not everybody was looking for, employees and so forth. They were looking for volunteers, and they had a great opportunity to go ahead and speak with the many students that showed up that morning. So they were looking for volunteers. The next booth, it was pretty cool. I was standing by the opening of the event, and I heard it at least a dozen times. They're like, oh, "You have In-N-Out Burger?" So it's the regional talent, the regional talent managers and recruiters for In-N-Out Burger. That's the next booth that I talked to. Them too. They're starting off at I want to say $17.50 an hour as well. Yeah. great benefits, opportunity for, good work to work while you're going to college, opportunity to work full time there. You can get up to $22 an hour, I think they were advertising.
Yeah.
Great opportunities for our students. Like I said, I got to speak with them. That's actually the store manager at Rancho Mirage, and that's one of his managers there. But they were looking for all of In-N-Out Burger. So the ones that all the way throughout the desert that start up in Cabazon, that reach all the way through. I think India was the other one that they were looking for. I think there was like 4 of them. Yeah, $17 an hour, an opportunity there to start. Yeah, so pretty great. And then we also had SA Recycling was there. They were offering a great opportunity for students. They'd start at like $25 an hour.
Oh,
Mary,
wow.
get this part, as part of their recycling. So they're a scrap metal yard, and they also take in, like 20,000 tons of grass to make compost every year, just from the city of Palm Desert alone. But as they do well and you become vested with them, you get part of a profit share.
Oh,
So
wow.
these are great opportunities for individuals in the Coachella Valley. So just love that our students were able to go to this. I was just showing the digital sign-in form that we use. So we try to keep it so students just scan that, they sign in digitally. And then what we did is we shared that list with all of the employers that were there.
Yeah,
So,
and this is a good opportunity for them to see how it can be diversified. You
Yeah.
don't have to be in the culinary or hospitality. There's jobs in retail right there, and then there's
Yep.
jobs in community services.
It's funny. It's funny how you say you got to be diversified. So I was talking with the individuals over at Chandi Group, and they represent 80 different businesses, 80 plus different businesses. They are now making sure that when they hire somebody in their organization, they make sure that they're cross-trained. So I met yesterday, as I told you, to get some of those gift cards, and I met with a manager who was at Del Taco, but she said she is trained so that she can manage the Del Taco as well as the other Subways in their organizations too.
That's incredible.
So
yeah.
she has the knowledge, the corporate knowledge of those. Imagine that. That's fantastic. They have the corporate knowledge of those 2 great corporations, as well as to work for an organization that's great in the community here. But just like you said, it's great to be cross-trained, to have that, to be versatile.
Well, and what I learned too, Sean, is that you're actually going to school and you're getting paid to go to school,
Yeah.
but you're working. So if you take all of that information and just view it as a classroom,
Yeah.
you go to work every day, you're learning everything you need to know about how to function, run a business, or be with people, or interact with, the community, but you're getting paid for it, but you're getting an education out of it.
Speaking of getting an education, so this is an individual. She's from Riverside County Office of Education. And after you graduate high school, you have to be an adult for this program. These are your people that maybe want to be somebody that works as a dental assistant. So you can go through their 5-month program, pay the small tuition fee, and go through Riverside County Office of Ed.
Wow.
And it's like a 9 to 5, Monday through Thursday type environment. And then sometimes on that Friday, they do some shadowing. So you could be a dental assistant, you could be a medical assistant, you could, I believe this is like the old ROP programs and so forth.
Yes. Yeah.
But they have tons of these programs that are available right here in our backyard. This office is actually located in Indio on Oasis. So I didn't even know these things were going on and were available. Some of these programs start at a couple $1,000 in tuition. You can qualify for tuition assistance and so forth. And some of the programs are like $20,000. But once you're done, you have full certificates that are industry recognized, and you're able to go get a good job. This was cool too, Mary. This was Cal State San Bernardino. They were just there to meet with students to let them know more information about the school and see what their next steps will look like.
And Sean, and we'll go back to our original thing about these small organizations. A lot of these students can go to these women's clubs or and ask for scholarships, and they would get that paid for. I mean, La Dames Escoffier, when I was out there, they gave one of our La Quinta High School students money to go to college, and then they gave her an annual stipend as long as she stayed in college to help her with books and clothing. And I think now Erin is like with the state of California.
Yep.
And I can't remember her position, but she's way up in the state of California.
Okay.
From La Quinta High School.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So this was a great opportunity too. This is for anybody, I believe you have to be 18 and over. This is United Cerebral Palsy. They work statewide. But she was there looking for individuals that want to do anything from 5 hours of work to 15 hours of work to 40 hours of work. And what it is they literally will find out where you live, Mary. Like, give me your address. Okay, 1234 Summit Drive. Okay, so you go ahead and you put in that address, and they'll find the clients that live around your area that are working and live with cerebral palsy, and you will go to their home to assist them.
Oh my gosh.
You never go to an office. You never have to like check in like that, but you literally are going to the home and assisting these individuals. And it paid almost $20 an hour.
Oh
so
my
you can do it
gosh.
3 hours a week. You could do it up to 40 hours a week. But they love working with high school students. They do all the training there. The thing is, though, you need to be 18 years or older.
Yeah.
If you're going into homes and so forth. So great opportunities for our students that we had this weekend. My goal and what I told the chamber presidents, as well as the chamber CEOs, as well as the Chandi group there that was represented. My goal is that we have these, and I've worked with the high schools during the lunch day, right? During lunch at school campus, during the day. So we have a closed audience that can attend this and we can have an opportunity. Like we had 15 businesses there. And one of the things that I know that over and over again, the businesses said is that although we may not have had a big number there, those students that showed up learned how to speak to somebody, learn how to have a conversation about career, learn about being ready for their next step. So this was just a great opportunity for them. What was fantastic for me is I saw people not only from Desert Sands, we saw some people from the private schools out here, as well as our neighboring districts. So that tells me our partnership with KESQ and our partnership with our different organizations, CoachellaValley.com, definitely assisted us there.
Well, you figure if they get one, I always thought like when I was teaching school, if I got them to learn one really good thing that day, I was happy.
Yep, definitely.
They didn't have to learn 100 things, but if they could learn one thing, and usually at the end of the class, I said, tell me one thing that you learned today. And I didn't really care what it was, as long as they were able to tell me that they learned something. So with these people that are interviewing these young students, sometimes quantity isn't important. If they get one good student that really wants to be there, it's a win on both sides.
So my father used to tell me, perfect practice makes perfect. Well, he said, Dad, a lot of times I said, just getting out there to practice actually helps it so you get to that perfect practice. So practice makes perfect, right? Some practice.
Exactly. That's when you put on your big girl and go.
Okay, we don't have the City of Indio with us today, but I do want to make sure to highlight them. Indio Teen Center, Mary, as you know, let's see, the 17th. What are we doing over there? Sun Catchers. I'm not sure what Sun Catchers is, but they're doing apple tacos. That sounds good. A little healthy taco action. So they got activities that go right up through the end of the school year. You can see that this actually goes through June 3rd. I'm actually curious about going June 3rd to make sushi now that I see the schedule there. That'd be interesting to make sushi with some teenagers there in a they have a nice little kitchen there, but it's definitely not like La Quinta Culinary. So I'd love to see how that turns out. Or maybe, Mary, I'll just skip it and go see it on the 19th and have bacon hot dogs. That's always a good thing.
Oh, yeah. No, oh, boy, I could go to both of them.
Definitely. As you know, Mary, they have their certified farmers market. That's every Sunday. I firsthand have tried these pastries. They are excellent. Brooklyn firsthand has dipped her hand right in the custard in the middle of those pastries and smeared all over her face. She absolutely loved it. The produce there is second to none. What's fantastic about this is it's the person you're speaking with is the person that grew that produce, and you're supporting that family there. So it's nice to have that. They also have the yoga that's going on. This is every Sunday at the City of Indio here in downtown. They also have, let's see, that was last weekend with their hits with the Jazz Cartel, which from what I understand was absolutely amazing. I saw pictures of it online, but they have the schedule coming out for the rest of the summer. So May 14th, you saw that one that just took place, but they have June 11th and also July 9th, where they have, as we've coined it, Mary, the Smiles part of Indio. You got to love that. I love that our one of our viewers that's watching, AC, she said that those events are excellent. The farmers market is fantastic.
Oh, awesome.
And that she also went to the concert, so she enjoyed it thoroughly. So thank you very much for supporting the City of Indio and supporting us by watching us and so forth. That's fantastic. But no, great opportunities with the City of Indio. And if you want to sign up for more information, you can scan there. But Mary, I only had like 5 things for us to talk about. You look at this; it's already it's almost 9:35.
I know. So I think we should have a challenge to help the Galilee group.
Okay.
And I did this with Madison recently. We had to buy something. I can't remember. We had to buy something for someone.
Okay.
And I know it was when we were doing the Christmas gifts for our little orphanage in Tijuana.
Okay.
And so I gave her some money, and
Okay.
I said, now you go out and you buy the things that you think that they would need for her age group.
Okay.
And so I think she had like $20. And I said, you can buy whatever you want, if it's one thing or a bunch of things or whatever, and we'll come back and wrap it. And she had the best time with it because she was buying something that was going to go to somebody else.
Okay.
And I think that if some of our parents and teenagers or whatever, if you have a couple of bucks or whatever, is, you can go to the dollar store, one of those stores that has lots of baby supplies and everything that aren't expensive.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
whole little package together of baby wipes, and they have bottles. And I mean, I see all kinds of things in there, and put it all together in a nice little package or bundle up with a bow on it. And
I think that would be absolutely amazing. And as I shared, I know that people are coming to our school board meeting tonight. I'm challenging them to bring us some items so we can help out our individuals in need, especially our ones that I'll flat out tell you our Coachella Valley residents that live over in Mecca. They're hard workers, and everybody in the Coachella Valley are hard workers, but they're hard workers, and where they're picking the fresh fruits and vegetables and the produce for us that are nourishing to us. So I encourage our community. Here's the box that you can find right inside the doors at Desert Sands Unified School District to bring something over here. Let me get the exact dates, Mary, because I believe it's going through. Let's see here. This is going to be 2 ways to give. This is going on. Let's see here. I don't have the exact dates here, but I'll get it for you. But I know it's going on through the rest of this week.
Yeah.
It might be through the end of the month, actually, now that I think about it. But no, hey, I'm challenging you too. Go ahead. Let's stack this box full of socks, diapers, pacifiers, bottles, you name it. I know that Brooklyn and I are going to be making a donation. She likes to go ahead and do that and so forth. So we'll have to go to the store and pick out some things. But no, I encourage our Coachella Valley community, our Desert Sands community, please, let's go ahead and take care of our families here.
Yeah. And I think this is important because these little kids, sometimes they don't have a voice.
Exactly.
And and they need things and they want things. And it's just nice to have clean clothes or to have food or even bottled water.
Definitely.
You could bring, for $3.49 or something, you're going to get a huge, big case of water. I saw it the other day.
Please don't bring us the cases of water. We're looking for baby needs here. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, but please, we're looking for baby needs here for the Galilee Center. We can't wait to make that donation over there. But Mary, as I said, we've had a jam-packed show here. Some great information about our community, great information about Desert Sands, what's going on. Heck, we got all these amazing graduations coming up. A lot of great things coming forward.
Yeah. So I encourage these little clubs to come and tell us how they can support our graduating students with money to go on to school or some kind of a scholarship, because I don't think we realize, between like what the American Legion, the Shriners Club, the Elks Club, all of those guys, they all have part of that organization that does fundraising. And I know that they do scholarships. It would be nice to know, what they do, how they do it, how can a student come to them or...
No, we're very fortunate, and I'll tell you, I know that wasn't as much as your world being in culinary, but we're very fortunate that our counselors are very, they've got their hand on the pulse out here, right? They know exactly what's going on and where to seek money for scholarships. You remember our different counselors over at La Quinta High would work with organizations throughout the community where they would get millions of dollars to students.
Exactly.
Just millions upon millions. I remember one funny thing. The Michigan State representative came up and he said, we're giving more money to La Quinta High School than we are doing the rest of the state of California. I remember two of our school students at the time got these merit scholarships that was up to $80,000 a year to pay their tuition, board, everything.
Exactly.
5 years to get them through their master's programs. And they say, we haven't given two of these to any school ever. And that's the type of money that our students are getting. And hey, kudos to our counselors because they're the ones that have those connections.
Yeah, and these students are the ones that are going to be that are going to take care of your children.
Oh no, yeah, definitely, yeah, definitely, most definitely take care of their children. Probably take care of me as well. So, yeah. Well, Mary, we are pushing up on 9:45, so I want to go ahead. Why don't you close us out today? I'm looking at my calendar here. How's your schedule look for Thursday?
I'm good for Thursday. Thursday
good
night I have to work. We have Snoop Dogg in house Thursday
Ooh,
night.
that sounds like a fun concert. Jeez.
It'll be a lot of fun. And then that's our last one until we have Andrea Bocelli in June. So,
Okay, I got you. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's see here. I definitely have it available to do it on my schedule. We will see you guys Thursday at 9:00 with some more updates coming from Desert Sands. Mary, you want to close us out?
Just remember there is always someone who needs something, and we are lucky that we are who we are, and we live where we live, and we can feed ourselves and clothe ourselves. And so for those people who need, like my dad used to say, they need a leg up, give them a leg up.
I love it. Hey, Mary, have a great day. I'll see you backstage here.
Okay. Bye, Sean. Bye, guys.
Coachella Valley.